Hi there, Stampers and Crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com, and welcome to my online class. Today I'm going to be showcasing the September 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit. I just got it a couple days ago. I'm super excited. I have made the projects and then I just went hog wild and made a whole bunch of alternates. So I'm going to show you how to make the projects that come in the kit, and I'm also going to show you how to make these alternates. And I'm going to pop down the table and show you just how adorable this is. So we have the box that came, and I love these kits. If you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, they are awesome. So they're a monthly subscription that you can get, and you can subscribe in my stampwithtami.com on my site, and you get this whole fun little box. Inside, it comes with a stamp set, and it comes with a different color ink spot every month, so it's a great way to build on your collection, especially if you're new, but also if you are if you're traveling, if you're just, sitting at the game in the office, in the waiting room, you're looking for something to do on a break. These are so fun just to put together. Everything's included in the kit, so it's easy to just grab the box and go. So what's super fun, this box makes these, I'll make one with you so you can see how they go. But what's super fun about this, and I know you can probably see it on the table right here, is that the box, can you see all these, actually has pieces in it that you can cut out and make this super adorable wheelbarrow, right? Adorable, so cute. It even came with the stickers to put it together with. So absolutely adorable and super easy to do. So I have a PDF on my blog, both for the alternate projects, but I also have written instructions on how to make this wheelbarrow, and I have photo instructions and a video for that. So that's separate. You can get that at stampwithtami.com. You can click on the link in this video's description, and super, super cute. So these are the little boxes. Oops, maybe this camera here. These are the little boxes that the kit makes. And I'm going to show them to you because it makes all kinds of, not all kinds of, it says it makes 3 different kinds of boxes, but I got way more than that. I mean, it came with enough supplies to make 12 of these little boxes total. And then you can make the wheelbarrow out of the kit there. You can make this cute little guy. And I mean, look at how adorable that is. So, and you can see the boxes are a really good size. Super easy to make too, and super fun. And they don't have to be Halloween. So these are how the boxes come, and there's 4 of each design. But get this, the designs are double-sided. So you can do different things with them. For example, you can make apples out of it. This green could be apples, it could be pumpkins, it could be a gourd. the red could be apples. Now this right here, take a look at this and tell me what you guys think. So I think this could be apple, right? Great for teacher gifts, great for little goodies, right? See, and there's 2 red designs, so you could make multiple apples. But personally, I look at this, I see strawberry, right? How cute is that? So fun. So let's put one together real quick so you can see how easy they are to put together, and then we'll jump into the alternates. So they do give you enough to make 12 of these, and I don't know, what color do you guys think? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do a pumpkin? Let's do a pumpkin. Let's make a pumpkin. They all go together the same. And the Paper Pumpkin Kit comes with these instructions, and I'm hoping very shortly that the refills will be available in my online store. So hopefully any day now, those should pop up. So you've got these cute little instructions. They have little pictures on them that tell you what to do. They pretty much all go together the same. So we'll just make one so you can see how that goes together. These are the actual supplies that came with the kit here. So this is the September one. It's monthly, so you got to get in by the 10th of each month in order to get that month's kit. So make sure you get in now for the next one, which I will show you very soon. Stay tuned, it's coming. So the box, yeah, I think, should we assemble that first? Let's do that first. So these little, and I don't even know what you call these. Maybe they have a name for it in there. Let's see if it says right on the thing here. Kit components contains, no, it doesn't really say what do you guys, what would you call these? They're like almost like on a little wire, so you can bend it here. I'm going to call it a stem when we put it together, but I don't know what you would call the actual the piece there. So we'll just call it the branch or the stem. So that is going to go on the top of the box. The boxes are already scored and ready to rock and roll. So again, you just choose which side you want, and then you can go with that. The kit comes with adhesives. So these are the adhesives that came with it. Came with the adhesives to actually use to put the box together. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Actually, this is just peel and stick. I don't need to take your pick tool for that. And while I'm assembling, I want to give a shout out to everybody who's live right now. Welcome. It's great to see you guys. And Diana, I think, did you just pop on now? She says, are you going to show how to make the project with the box? I have that on my blog. That is separate. There is a video for that on the project resource page that also has step-by-step photo instructions for the box, for how to make the wheelbarrow. So you can get those by going to the project page, or go to stampwithtami.com and click the video tab, and you'll see it there. Or if you go to the paper pumpkin section on my blog, you'll see it there too. So you can get that there, because right now I am going to show you not just how to make these boxes, but how to make 5, that's right, 5 alternate cards. So we've got the projects that came in the kit, the wheelbarrow, which I have a separate video for, and separate downloadable printable instructions with photos of each step, and 5 props. So that's a lot. There's a lot out of this paper pumpkin kit. You guys probably thought, and sometimes I know a lot of you like cards. When you see the kit, you're like, oh, I got, you know, I didn't get it this because it said it wasn't going to be cards. But always remember, I will always repurpose whatever's in the kit when I do an alternate, if it's not cards, to show how to turn it into cards, which is what I'm going to do today. And to be honest with you, I love these stinking cute boxes. So I really want to use them. And if you're a PPX member of mine, PPX is anybody that purchases Paper Pumpkin from me, I send 6 alternate project videos to. They're exclusive to my subscribers and to my Stampin' Demonstrator group. So if you're a PPX member of mine, you're going to get not only these alternates, but you're going to get 6 other alternates too. So I haven't designed my PPX project yet. They come out the 1st of October will be this kit's project. So I may do more with the boxes, or I may make another card. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. And we're going to be doing something really special with this, starting with this kit. Our PPX group is going to be doing something really special, and we're going to be doing a blog hop. So more alternate projects. So we are going to make sure that you have alternate projects galore, right? Now the instructions tell you to go ahead and maybe give these a little bit of a curve here with a bone folder pencil or something that you have handy, so that they curl nice and easy. Just kind of loosen up the fibers a little bit. And then they just kind of go together like this. And this, they've got little notches in the top that just kind of twist into each other like so. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different from the instructions. Thank you, Tendrils. Thank you for that. I appreciate the shout out on that one, Louise, sorry. I guess I didn't know what this was called. All right, so they wrapped this around the top thing right here, and I didn't have good luck doing that. I really thought it stuck on better if I put it underneath this 3rd flap before attaching the 3rd flap. I think it stayed on better that way, and I just personally liked it better that way. So then this just goes right in there, bada boom, bada bang, and then our little branches there I think they stay on better that way personally. You can do it either way. Okay, so, well, Carol, I hope you love these alternates, because I had a lot of fun playing with this kit. Like I said earlier, I always make cards, even when they're 3D, especially when they're 3D, because I know some people out there only want cards. So when they see the 3D stuff, they're like, oh, I don't think I'm going to get that one. And then they seriously regret it when they start seeing the alternates come out, right? All right, so soft succulent, this, the kit came with a bunch of die cut leaves. So these leaves were pre-die cut already from the kit. They're soft succulent on one side. They're white on the other side. I'm only showing that because that's going to come in handy in the next stuff. So then we're just going to go ahead and take, these are stamps made to go with the die cuts, but can be used separately. Hint, hint. And stamp the little veins in our leaves. And I am going to take our little Stampy cleaner, our little chamois Stampin' Chamois and clean that off because I'm going to use these leaves again in a minute. We're not done with those. Okay, so then all we need to do is attach these. Now, glue dots came in the kit. And normally, and I'm just going to zoom in the hair here. There we go. Normally, I'll use my own glue dots, but I thought, you know, it's probably a good idea that I show you how to use these glue dots that come in the kit in case you don't have regular ones. Okay, so they just pop right on. I like to use the take your pick tool because it's easy to pick them up, although this one doesn't want to come up. And then they have a paper backing. Oh, that one just does not want to go on at all. Try that again. And the paper backing you can just lift right off. They don't want to behave. Hence why I like to use the other ones. They're great if you don't have anything else, but they're I'm so used to using the ones on the roll that, you know, when I start to use these, I'm like, I forgot how much I love the other ones. It makes me appreciate them. Okay, so that's going to go right on there. Hey, I'm keeping it real. I love that they have them in there, and I love that they have all the adhesives in there. But this is just, they're there for if you don't have other stuff, if you don't have other glue dots. And I suppose even if you did, because if you're in the doctor's office making your kits. Oops, sorry. I just popped my little guy open. Candy spilling everywhere. Not really. I didn't bring candy this time. Put that back together. Oh my goodness, this does not want to cooperate. Well, you get the idea, right? My stem is not going to stay in right now. Everybody else goes together great. And then I go to do it live and bada bing, bada boom. Fail. Why does that happen when I go live? It's killing me. All right, so these pop on. I'm just gonna show you really quickly. These pop on. You've got your cute little box. It comes with little faces. These are the little faces that it comes with. You can put jack-o'-lantern faces on here if you want to, and you don't have to. You can do something else. If you want to do something else, you can leave it like you want to make it a strawberry or turn it into something else. And then they have tags that came with it. You can stamp on the tag. There's a bunch of different greetings that came in the kit, and you can put that on there. And then you have your finished little guys, like so. Super cute, right? Super adorable. See, these go together, no problem. This one, I was like, boom, of course, because no one's watching me. Always. And for those of you popping on late, I'm going to bring this in one more time, and then we're going to go to the alternate projects. Oh, pumpkins falling off the wagon. Party pumpkins falling off. All right, so the wagon here, oh, so super fun, was made with the paper pumpkin box. All right, so this is the box. This is how the box came. I love how there's no waste. They actually like gave you some fun things to do with the inside. It's numbered, and I have a PDF on my blog that has step-by-step instructions written and photo on how to make this wheelbarrow out of the box. And I also have a separate video there on how to make this. So you can get that at stampwithtami.com. Click on the link in this video's description. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the fun, and like this video because they like it when you like it. And I love it when you like it. All right, so before I jump over to the next project, I want to tell you about Prize Patrol. All right, all you got to do is drop a comment here on this video and you will be entered to win Prize Patrol, which is one of these kits. So if you are one of those people that I mentioned earlier that said, oh, it's not going to be cards, I'm going to hit pause for this kit, and you see these alternates that I'm about to make and go, whoa, I should have got the kit. I knew I should have got the kit. You have a chance to win it. So all you got to do is drop a comment here. You might be watching live on Facebook, and you might be watching live on YouTube, either one. I pull the comments from both. And if you share this broadcast onto social media like Facebook or Pinterest, I love you even more. I love you all the same, like my kids, right? I love you all the same. But I do love when you share the love. I will enter you a second time. Just be sure to type the word share into the comment so I know that you shared it. All right, and with that, we are going to pop into alternate cards. So I'll show them to you real quick, and then we'll get into the making. So we're gonna be working with a few different things with these alternates. So I took the kit, I combined it with the Stampin' Up! Diorama dies. I hope I'm saying that right. The layering diorama dies because they're wicked cool, and cork. So we're going to be playing with cork paper today. So I'll show you how I did each one. There's a couple of techniques that I used, different techniques that I did on them, and super fun. This one, I don't know. What you guys can tell me which one you think your favorite is. I think mine is this one. I also combined some of these with the Blackberry Bliss Designer Series paper. So in this one, I'm going to show you how to make it's kind of a window cutout here. Actually, I'll show you down on the table here. You can even see it even better. Isn't that cool? Right? I'll show you how I did that little technique there. So let's get started. Right? It doesn't have to be boxes. You know what I'm saying? It can be all kinds of stuff. All right, so I just have my supplies here. So I've pre-cut my my card base. Again, PDF on my blog has all the measurements for your cutting. And I've pre-cut Designer Series paper here from Blackberry Bliss, which I will show you that beautiful, and this is going to be so sad. I never know which side to put down, right? And it's going to be sad to put that one down, so I'm just going to put those aside for a minute. Now for the, I wrote down what I used for the diorama dies here because I pre-cut those. Okay, so on this card, I took the largest was espresso, the second largest is cork, and then the smallest I cut out of Very Vanilla, just using the die cut machine. And if you're not familiar with that, I am going to show you how to do it in just a minute, so you can stay tuned. But for this card, I figured I'd pre-cut everything and just show you the technique part of it. So, remember I said the leaves, the die cuts for the leaves come in, I'll cut in like this. So they come in soft succulent is the color. However, other side's white, right? So they don't have to be soft succulent. They can actually be any color you want them to be. So right now, we're gonna make these Mango Melody because I like the color Mango Melody. It's kind of an orange, it's kind of a yellow, it's kind of a little bit of both. And let's see, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm taking a sponge dauber and the Mango Melody ink, and I'm just inking up the leaves that I want. Now, you can take them out, you can punch them out and do this. I am gonna punch them out and stamp them because I found it was easier to stamp them when they were already punched. But for the sponge part of it, I actually thought it might be a little easier to leave them in because you have something more to grab on. All right, there's a couple little pieces there I want to touch up. Okay. So next, let's stamp our leaf images. So it's the same leaf images because these were made to go with the die cuts. Again, can use them together, can use them separately. And I'm doing tone on tone. I know it's light. If you want it to be a little bit darker, the veins to be a little bit darker, you could use pumpkin pie. But for me, I wanted them subtle. It's kind of pretty, right? It's a little bit of a fall thing going on there. I'm going to wash these because I'm going to use them again in another color. So simple chamois to the rescue. Okay, so we got our leaves. And you know what? Before I throw those to the side, I'm going to just throw them to the side like that. Let's see. I got some Wink of Stella here. So here's another thing that I did on these that I loved. This is a Wink of Stella glimmer pen, and it makes everything shimmery and shiny, and it just adds a little something to all of your projects, I think. You can purchase this and all the supplies that I am using on these alternate cards in my online store. Let me bring it in here so you guys can see. Can you catch the sparkle on those? And sometimes the video doesn't always pick it up, but they're just fun and it adds just that little something to them. Okay. Next, we're going to stamp our words. Let's go this way. So I'm going to take, this is the smallest diorama die and some soft suede ink. I took the word thank you out of the stamp set that came in the kit. And there was a couple of really cute ones. So I used some of the other ones on some of the other cards. And if you want to see all of the stamps that came in the kit, you can check them out here. These are the words and the stamps that came with the kit. And you will be able to download this stamp case insert on my stampwithtami.com blog. If you go to my blog, you go to the project page that I'm making right now. All of my videos, if you click on the link in this video's description, will go directly to this video. And you can download it there, or you can go to stampwithtami.com, click Kits, Paper Pumpkin, and they're there too. I try to make things easy for you to find. I don't want you to have to go play hide and seek. not that hide and seek isn't fun, because it is, don't get me wrong, but you know, when you're looking for something, you don't want to have to search too hard for it. You want to find the stuff you're looking for. So let's take all of our layers here, and let me right back out again so you can see what we got for layers. Got our layering diorama dies here, and if you're not familiar with those, let me show those to you real quick. You can get these in my online store. They're very cool. They're very cool. I love that they're different too. There's just something you add that's just something to your project, and it's pretty awesome. So they layer on top of each other. We'll be using them in several different ways, but today I'm just doing a traditional layer, at least on card number 1. I'm just going to do a traditional layer with the diorama dies. So I am going to take some seal adhesive, and I cut an extra piece of Very Vanilla for the inside. You can stamp a sentiment on this if you want to. I do this with anytime I'm working with dark cardstock so that you can write on the inside. Now for the outside, I cut the piece of Designer Series paper to cover the entire card front. Oh, this is going to be so sad. Look at this beautiful, beautiful gold foil pattern on the back that I'm going to put down. And I suppose you could use that side if you wanted to, but I think this side looked better with this particular project. So then I'm going to layer the two, and I just love the cork here with the diorama dies. I just thought it looked so cool. But the cork sheets, if you haven't seen them, it's super fun to work with, super fun to work with. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put that right down. This is all just working with seal adhesive. It doesn't really matter which way I go with that. Now, these guys, I'm going to put, now I'm flipping the leaves over here. You can see they're soft succulent on the back. I'm going to put them on with Stampin' Dimensionals, all but one of the leaves. One of the leaves I'll put down flat, and the other ones I'm going to pop up as well as the words. So put some Stampin' Dimensionals on there, and then I'll do the words, put the words on first so I can line up where I want the leaves. I know, I'm totally with you. Melissa says, I hate to hide the foil. I get it. I get it. But at the same time, that looks pretty awesome. So, I mean, the backside is pretty cool too. I hate it when they make me make decisions like that. It's heartbreaking, right? Let's see. So that one's going to go down flat. This one will go down kind of layered on top of it. And then this one's going to go kind of tucked it around like that, right? Wicked cool. And not done, because you know why? You know why. We need some bling. We can't finish the project without some bling. So let's go ahead and take, these are champagne rhinestones. Oh, you totally need those dies. Definitely. They're awesome. So the rhinestones, and they come in several different sizes, so it doesn't really matter which size you use. I'm just going to take a couple for a little accent down here. Because, you know, no project is complete without a little bling and a smile. So that is card number 1. And again, free PDF is on my blog. So you can download that on my blog with the measurements for the cards. Okay, so let's jump into card number 2. This one I am going to use the detailed pumpkin dies. to create, and they were the perfect size. They fit the little faces that came in the kit perfectly. So for that one, and I pre-cut these, the diorama dies. Whoops, sorry. I don't think that was the right size. That was last card. This is this card. And I used the smallest diorama die for the vanilla and the second smallest for the early espresso. So I do have those pre-cut for us. And we'll go ahead and stamp. I pre-cut those. We'll go ahead and stamp words. This one says Hello Pumpkin. I don't have that one out. Do I? I don't think I have Hello Pumpkin out. We're going to go with thank you. Just thank yous out. Okay. It's all good. So I'm just going to put that aside and we're going to work on our pumpkins. Now you're going to want to cut out 4 pumpkins. You know why? Because there's one on the inside. You got to put a little happy face on the inside. So with that, I pre-cut those. These are from the detailed pumpkin dies. And let me show those to you. Super cute. These actually match the, oh, I'm trying to blank on the name of the stamp set. I got it here. Pretty Pumpkins. So the Pretty Pumpkin stamp set. So if you didn't have this paper pumpkin kit, you could substitute words from this kit. You could substitute words from anything. But some of these cards you can recreate with stuff you have on hand using these dies, using these detailed pumpkin dies. So even if you don't have that paper pumpkin kit, don't fret. You could still win it. And you can do some similar things with the detailed pumpkin dies because they are adorable, right? So I've cut out 3 of these little pumpkins and 1 of the large pumpkins. Now, when I cut out the 3 little ones, you know, they leave this kind of an inset here where the pumpkin got cut out. I'm going to go ahead and take that because you can see how you can see through these pumpkins. And sometimes I want that look. I do want it on a different card, but I don't want it on this card. I don't want to be able to see through the pumpkin, so I'm going to make it a dimensional layered pumpkin. Oh yeah, we like layers, right? If you're a member of my newsletter, on Monday I sent a tutorial, free card tutorial. I send them twice a week to my newsletter subscribers. And it was layering. Layering was my theme. So we're going to take some paper snips. And so what I did was I just took a pen, trimmed. I just traced the inside of that cutout from where I cut the pumpkin out of the... I'm using, this is, it's pumpkin pie cardstock because I feel like you have to use pumpkin pie cardstock when you are using pumpkins. It's just a thing. Now I'm cutting just a tiny bit on the inside. Oops, I want that stem. Don't cut the stem off, you want it. But on the inside of that line to make this pumpkin because I don't want it, I want it to be a hair smaller. So I did that 3 times because I have 3 pumpkins. And through the magic of video, we have that already done. Oh, thanks so much, Kim. That's a really nice thing to say. You made my day. You make me happy. I'm glad you guys enjoy them. So what I'm going to do here is make a layered pumpkin just by layering what we just cut out underneath the pumpkin here. So it's dimensional and it's cool looking. I think it's cool looking. So we can just take, you can just attach these with seal adhesive. Oops. Or glue dots. Glue dots work great too. If you have glue dots in the kit, that works. If you have any show through them, make sure that you poke that out. And so that just layers right on top, like so. About 3 of them. And then, because I want even more Because I mean, they're pretty cool looking all by themselves, right? Yeah, just a hair. You can see a little bit more, right? Super cute. They're cute all by themselves. But I just wanted to take it a step further. So I'm taking, so we're pumpkin. We're total. It's pumpkin season, right? Pumpkin spice is out. Everything's pumpkin. Everything's turning up pumpkins lately. Pumpkins are out, in the stores. Jack-o'-lanterns are starting to come out. So I've got pumpkin pie ink. I've got pumpkin pie paper, and I've got detailed pumpkins cut out here, ready for a hey there pumpkin card. Although mine's going to be a thank you card this time. So I've got a sponge dauber and a whole lot of pumpkin. So let's go ahead and make these pop just by sponging some of this pumpkin pie ink on the pumpkins. Oh yeah, right? Look at you can see the difference here. Right? See how this one just pops right up. Pops right up at you. You can do the whole thing. You can go around the edges. You can do whatever you prefer. And I did this large one too. Going to put that one in the background. Okay. Now let's pull in our pieces and we're ready for some assembly. Now with this one, I went ahead and cheated for you guys because you saw how to put the card together, right? You saw how to do that already. So the pumpkins, two of them we're going to put together with, two of them I'm going to put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. I've got dimensionals already on the back of this layer. I've already layered the cork on some soft suede. And we'll get those all ready. So everybody's ready to go on. If anybody is interested in a job, I am hiring somebody to peel the back of my dimensionals when I go live. I need an extra set of hands. No, I'm totally kidding. But, when Linda and I do the Stampin' Scoop show, it's great because we have an extra set of hands and somebody can be taking off the backing while they're stamping. But when you're by yourself, good times. All right, so Stampin' Seal will put together the greeting here. And I'm going to go ahead and put our soft suede and cork panel on this cork paper is just so cool. I love it. I love it. I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of that coming up soon on Stamp with Tami. Stay tuned. Oh, we have hit the end of seal adhesive. Oh, you're going to get a bonus lesson today. If you haven't played with seal adhesive before, I'm going to show you how to refill it. Let's see if my head get in there. Okay, so we get these. We sell them. We sell these as applicators, and then we also sell the. We sell the refills. Mary, you're funny. Yeah. If only. If only. It's hard to hire people all of a sudden. Yeah, everybody's going on to greener pastures, but yeah, if I could hire a dimensional peeler. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do to put your refill in for the Stampin' Seal, which gotta love, right? I love it when things are easy. Okay. So now this, I'm gonna put that up here and put it up just a little bit. It's centered, but maybe a little bit higher than center. All right, Brooke says, I'd love to help. I love you. Thank you. And then just kind of piece the pumpkins in as they fit on there. Let's see. I almost want to put that thank you up, but maybe even a little bit higher. I'm thinking. There we go. That's good. There we go. Much better. How cute, right? Adorable. Stop it. Now this one's gonna go on the inside. Someone's gonna get a little jack-o'-lantern surprise when they open up. Woo! Okay, now for the finishing touches on this one. First, and you could leave it like this. If you don't want jack-o'-lanterns, you don't have to make jack-o'-lanterns. You can totally customize this to how you like it, but I wanted a jack-o'-lantern or 2 or 3 because they're so cute. So these are the stickers that came with the kit. Little jack-o'-lantern stickers. So I got 2 jack-o'-lanterns on the front, 1 jack-o'-lantern on the inside. And while you guys are out there, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit the like button, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Hit that like button. Tell them you like the video. All right, so the card and the card is almost complete. Just missing that one final touch, and that is bling bling. And there it is. Somewhere I have a take your pick tool. So we're going to go ahead and just take some of these champagne rhinestones, and I just kind of randomly put them on the background there. And card number 2 is complete. All right, so this is card number 2 of our alternate projects. And then we already had the first projects. I showed the 3 boxes that came with the kit, how to put one together, and then the wheelbarrow, which has a separate video for how to put that together. And if you are popping in late, you are definitely going to want to rewind or go back after this video. Oh, crap. All right, good times. After this video, you're going to want to go back and catch the replay. Okay, now with that, I am going to leave you with this card for 1 second because, you know, last week when I was on here, I dumped the Diet Coke on the floor. Yeah, well, today I just dumped the pieces of this project on the floor, and we kind of need those, so. Oh yeah, and right. So just so you know, remember I dumped the Diet Coke last week into the trash can. It fell into the trash can. Trash can's in a pretty good spot, right? So now I just dumped my pumpkin into the trash can. True story. Yep, that's real. You saw it here. Oh, anywho, so with that, I am going to go ahead and let's make these leaves. I think we'll go with those first. We have the leaves that I did here, and what's a little bit different is that I took their soft succulent. They came soft succulent on one side and white on the other side. So I took the soft succulents, the leaves that are soft succulent, and used them. And in addition to that, I also used, I also colored 2 of these. So let's go ahead and do the coloring. And like that same thing, I'm going to do it right here on the, well, they're still in the sheet. This time I'm using Melon Mambo, right? It's an interesting choice, right? You were thinking that. You're like, Melon Mambo. Wow, I haven't seen that color in a little while. I mean, it's, you know, bright and cheery color, but it, you know, I've kind of been neglecting it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It hasn't been around in my cards in a little bit, and I felt like it needed some love. And quite frankly, it looked really cool on this card. So Melon Mambo it is. And I'm still missing one little leaf, but that's okay. We'll just make do with what we got here. So pop those out. Go ahead and, we still want that. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the coordinating leaf image on there. Yes. Sue, she says she likes using the leaf cutouts for stencils. Stay tuned, because actually I might have done some of that on something else. True story. Yeah, you and I, we're on the same wavelength. And you know what? I am going to go ahead and, the soft succulent side I already stamped, but let's go ahead and sponge around that. You can see how it's a little bit easier to sponge when it's still in the pack there, because then you don't have to kind of get your finger in there and hold it down. Woo! once again, and I went ahead and these I did already. Those, let's take some of that Wicked Stella because it's pretty and it makes everything sparkly and shimmery. And we'll add some of that to the leaves. Little sparkle and shine. What do you think so far? Are you guys enjoying these projects so far? I'm so addicted to this kit. Every month I get that. It's my favorite thing to get in the mailbox, paper pumpkin is. You know, I wish it came more than once a month. It's so much better than bills, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now they're shimmery and ready for some assembly. So here's our leaves. Here is our card base and the pumpkin. Oh, we need this pumpkin needs some sponging. Pumpkin needs a little bit of love, right? Can't have him unsponged while everybody else is sponging and popping out. He'll feel very left out. Okay, so a little pumpkin pie on the pumpkin, which was cut from pumpkin pie. Only seems right, right? So these two pumpkins are going to go down with some seal adhesive. I'll line those up. I remember on the last card, I cut the background for this one so that it was layered. This time I want it to have the cutouts. I want to see those. So I'm going to take some mini dimensionals. And pop it up so it really accents those cutouts. They really stand out. Because on this card, I want to see that. Oh, I need that. I need my dimensional peeler. Okay, so when I put that on there, and just if you have any dimensional peeking out, just kind of tuck it under because you don't want to see it. Right? It pops. It just pops right out at you. So then with the leaves, we'll do those a couple different ways. Go ahead and put some down flat and some dimensional. So over here, and I'm going to just do these slightly different because I did different leaves this time, which is totally fine. I mean, you can totally take these ideas and customize them and make them your own. You don't have to do exactly the same thing with it, right? You see something and you're like, oh, that just gave me an idea. I would love to do blah, blah, blah. Do it. Go for it. And you know what else? Every Saturday, which is tomorrow if you're watching this live, but, you know, if you're not watching this live, it could be today. Saturday, every Saturday morning on my Facebook page, on Stamp with Tami at Facebook, I have Share Your Crafts Saturday. And I am loving it. I love seeing all of your projects. I know some of you take some of the ideas that I've shared in the classes and sometimes make them into your own. Sometimes you copy them exactly, and sometimes you're just doing something completely different. Sometimes it's not even paper crafting at all. Sometimes it's crafting, making a wreath or something different. I love seeing it. I love seeing what you're doing. And it's really been so much fun for me. So thanks for sharing. And if you do some alternates, be sure to share them on my Share Your Craft Saturday because I love to see them. So now I'm just going to add a little bling bling because nothing's complete without the bling bling. We got those rhinestones coming in. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Card number 3 done. And I have no idea what I did with my stack. There we go. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. So next up, we got card number 4, which you guys can tell me which card you like the best. I think this one's my favorite. And it's probably because of that Blackberry Bliss Designer Series paper, but it's also the brushed metallic paper and gold shimmer vellum. I mean, all of that together, bam. You can't go wrong. So this paper, you can see it's shimmery on the background, right? And so here, let me just show you. This is the Blackberry Bliss Designer Series paper. I'm just going to show you really quickly because it's freaking awesome. It really is. I love it so much. So here's just a quick flip of designs. One side's got foil on it, one side's flat, as you can see from some of them, and this one might be my favorite design here, owls, because I love owls, right? Love this, and if you're in my VIP club, online club, I just published a free class for you guys, video and tutorial, all featuring the Blackberry Beauty Suite. So that is that. I'm going to show you really quickly too. This is the foil, so metallic foil that I'm using. I'm going to use the copper color on this one. It's very close to it, and very close to copper on that one. And you can probably do any of the colors there. I've pre-cut the dioramas here, and I wrote down, if you want to see them here, I wrote down which of them that I used, that I cut. So I am going to show you on this one how I made this pumpkin using that copper brushed metallic and gold shimmer vellum. And if you are not familiar with the gold shimmer vellum, love this stuff, right? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, which I already noticed I forgot to make myself a template of this one, which I normally do ahead of time. So we'll just roll with this. So I've got this gold shimmer, and then I cut out, through the magic of video, I cut this detailed pumpkin die out. Now, just a tip, when you have these detailed dies, take some of this adhesive sheets and attach it to the back of your paper before you cut it. So they just peel and stick, and they're double-sided sticky so that when you put it on the back of your cardstock before you cut it, it makes it a sticker. So it makes it super easy for me to attach this without having a mess of the adhesive. Now, what I am going to do and make a mess right now with this is I'm going to make a template out of the I would have done it out of the cutout, but I forgot to save it. Kind of a dope, but that's okay. So I'm taking the pen and carefully tracing around the edge because I don't want pen marks on the pumpkin that I've already cut. There we go. Similar to what we did with the, I didn't get a good marking on that. Similar to what we did with the smaller pumpkins. I'm gonna go all the way up there. Okay, so I've got my tracing here. And then we're gonna take those paper snips and cut on the inside here. On the inside of that line that I just made, because I want it to be slightly smaller than the die. I want it to layer underneath for a super cool effect. Let's see how I did with my cutting. I think that's going to be just fine. I want to trim a little bit off over here. A little bit too close to the line over there, and then catch that right there. Perfect. So like I said, I had used adhesive sheets before I cut this brushed copper, so it's going to be very easy to put on. And I say that it's going to be very easy, but then it takes me a minute to peel the back off. Of course it does. Okay. So let's go ahead and attach that to the shimmer vellum. Not quite straight. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Isn't that cool? I'll just flatten that out a little bit for you. Oh, I got a little bit of a hair of a line on the outside here. Let's just trim that up. So cool. And you can see here, see how it's a little bit see-through? Very cool. So that's the shimmer vellum with the brushed metallic on top. Okay. So I'm going to bring that little note in here. This is what I pre-cut for the diorama. So I've already stamped and assembled those. If you are popping in late, you can go back to the beginning and I'll show you on the first projects how to do these, how I did these. So I've got our leaves, which I've already stamped and sponged with rich raspberry. Rich raspberry here kind of was a fun little color pop with the Blackberry Bliss. And then I've already done the card base again. With the first couple of cards, you can pop back and see those if you want to see how I put those together. So then I'm just going to take some seal adhesive and attach this to the card. And then attach our diorama layers. And I used, see how I use the same brushed copper on the back there, so it all ties together and it really just pops. Now with this, bring in my silicone mat a little bit. Of course you need that vellum. Of course you do, Mary. You can put this pumpkin on with glue dots or vellum, you know, or seal adhesive, not vellum. I didn't mean to say that. Just be careful where you put adhesive because it does show through, but this is a very busy design on top. So for the most part, it's not really going to show through, but a little bit of the card is going to show through underneath. And I was going for that effect. That's why I wanted to use the vellum, because it just looks cool. I think it looks cool. And so for these, one of my leaves is going to go down with Stampin' Seal Flat. And then these two I put down with dimensionals. And I did kind of tuck the stem underneath there. And then I took some of those rhinestones and placed them around the back because you gotta have your bling. And what I did was I took one of the larger ones and put it right here on the leaf because that made the leaf pop. And then I took some of the smaller, and there's a couple different sizes of the smaller ones, and kind of put them around the outside. And card number 4 is complete. And that leaves us with the last project. So we did the projects on the Paper Pumpkin kit. And I've already done, can you believe that? Man, that went fast. I've already done 4 cards, alternate cards, already shared 4 alternate cards. And we are on the last card now. And this is the one, and I'll show it again from the other view in case you're tuning in late. Look at how it's like a window showcase card. Like the pumpkin is popping out of the recessed window there. I kind of liked how that came out. So I have pre-cut pieces of this one as well, but not all of it. So if you are wondering how to cut the dies, I am going to show you that. In fact, I'm going to show you a trick for this particular die set. For this particular card. So I've pre-cut early espresso, and the measurements for the early espresso and the rest of these are on that free PDF that's on my blog. Okay, so I've pre-cut out the 4th smallest diorama die here out of espresso. And then the 3rd smallest I cut out of, I would have cut this out of cork. On my original, it's cork. Can you see the cork in there? But I ran out of cork. What, the cork? So I guess I'm going with soft suede as a substitute there. All right, now I'm going to show you how to cut a frame out of the brushed metallic. And we're not just cutting the frame here. And so to cut this, it's going to be the 3rd and 4th largest of the foils. I'm not just cutting a frame here, but this is actually the outside of it. It's going to be a layer on the card. So these are the diorama dies. So I want the 3rd and 4th, and I'm just going to double check that that's correct. Yes, it is. 3rd and 4th largest to make this frame. And let's go ahead and back out here. I'm going to bring in the die cut Stampin' Cotton Boss machine to cut this. Well, if you are a layers girl, Sue, I think you might like this one the best because the layering on this one is pretty stinking cool. Okay, so this is the third and fourth largest dies, and I'm making sure I'm very much in the center because I'm going to use the outside of this panel as a layer on the card. So I want to make sure that I don't have any cuts that will show once we layer. So here's our layers that we cut. Now this piece we can use on another card, so we'll save that for another day. Save that for a rainy day. Oh wait, that's today. Today's the rainy day. So this piece is going to be our frame, and this is going to be our layer. So something very cool here. And let's go ahead and build it from here. Okay, so I'm layering what would be cork, but for demonstration purposes, I'm using soft suede because I ran out of cork. On the back of the espresso, I don't know where my silicone, up there it is. Silicone mat to the rescue. Back of the espresso, we're gonna line up and attach the soft suede mat. And again, I have, these are what so cork, soft suede is playing the part of cork today. So it's the third smallest that I used and the fourth smallest. All right, and I do have a little bit of that panel showing through on the back, so I'm just gonna trim that down so it's not showing through. It's like panty lines, we don't wanna see them. All right. So next, we are going to layer that on here. Let me just make sure I've got it going the right way so it doesn't show through. There, perfect. I think I put this on dimensionals. Make this one pop up. Now this is a totally different way to use this die set. So up until this point, we have been using this die kind of to layer, you know, like layer on top of each other. But right now I'm using it to make a window, and a layered window at that. So we've got layers inside of the window, and then I'm going to take this panel, oops, I guess that can stay, that's not hurting anything, and attach it to our card base, and our card base is actually vanilla. So we've got a vanilla card base. I've already put the pumpkin on the inside. If you want to see how to make that pumpkin, you can rewind if you didn't come in the beginning. So this is going to be the whole face of the card here, and the vanilla is actually the card base, right? So the bottom is the card base, and I'm just gonna pop down here to show you that, just so you can see the window there. So it's the window, this is popped up, we've got a little window view, and it's on very vanilla. All right, now the frame that we made, it's cool, right? I love the look of these diorama dies. They make everything fun. And it's, you know, like sometimes I like things to be, you know, like traditional with the rectangle or the circle, but sometimes you want something that's special and fun and different, and that's where these come in. So oops, I got a hair stuck in there, which is an uninvited guest to the party. Sorry, dude, can't stay. That's my special gift to whoever's getting this card, is my hair. All right, got it out. Okay, so then for the pumpkin, and I pre-did this again the same exact way we did it on the previous card, so you can, if you're tuning in late, you can catch that back at the, you can watch the replay for that. So I popped this guy up with dimensionals, double stuff Oreo right here. Not You know when you get your Oreos, you know what I'm talking about, right? You love the double stuff. So this time I want this pumpkin to really pop. So I doubled up on the dimensionals there. And then we'll put him right in the middle. I've already Wink of Stella'd him, so he's already nice and shiny and sparkly. And he is really popping up there on the inside of that window of this card. So it just really, see how you can get the cool, right? Super cool. So if you like layers, this is your card because super fun, different way to use those diorama dies. So you got the frame, you've got a window, and then we've got our jack-o'-lantern popping out of the window. And to finish it off, because nothing's complete until you've added some bling bling, let's add some of those champagne rhinestones to it. And there we go. Our card number 5 is complete. So that is the end of my alternate projects. These were the projects I did for alternate projects with this kit. In the beginning, I shared how to make this box, and there is a separate video on my blog on this project page on how to put the wheelbarrow together, as well as a PDF with pictures and instructions, as well as a PDF with the alternate projects as well. And if you have this kit, you can download the PDF for the kit insert at stampwithtami.com on this project page. Everything that you'll see here is you'll find on this project page. Be sure to leave a comment so you can be entered to win my giveaway, which is one of these kits. So if you didn't get it, you may have a chance to win it. And a couple other things, celebrations ending. It's only a couple days left, less than a week left. September 30th is the end. So if you haven't gotten all your favorites, the Bedazzled cardstock, by the way, has sold out, and some of the others may be selling out before the end too. Don't wait until the last day, because you might end up not getting what you want. So make sure you get your orders in, free products with a $50 order, and get your favorites. And if you purchase the demonstrator kit, you can get a free bundle. And the detailed pumpkins that I used on this is actually one of the bundles that you can get free with the demonstrator kit. So that's kind of cool too. I use the dies on this kit. And if you are not familiar with my VIP club, definitely check it out. They're my favorite. I make special classes and videos exclusively for them in my Stampin' Demonstrator group. They have special offers. They get discounts on my kits, which a new one will be coming out next week. And so much fun. I'm always adding bonus tutorials and projects to the VIP site just for them. So be sure to check that out at stampwithtami.com. I hope that you have enjoyed all of these projects today. I had so much fun making them and so much fun hanging out with you guys today. Hit that like button and be sure to hit that subscribe so you don't miss my future classes. Thanks for joining me today.